Here we go, our first map of the first match of the day. Fortitude in the bottom left. Undead in the top right. Autumn Leaves. Our first map. Honestly, I feel like this map isn't so bad for human anymore. Especially, I like the corner expansion. Creep some green camps first, then go to the corner, get level 3, and with level 3, oftentimes you can stop the Undead expansion for quite some time. Those level 2 water elementals doing so much damage. If it is indeed a fast expo. Happy's playstyle nowadays almost always revolves around Lich and fast expansion. We'll see if 1-0 goes a similar route or if he has something else in mind. It is the Lich first. It could also be played aggressively, by the way. It doesn't have to be a fast expo. But I feel like that's a dangerous strat to play. If you don't do huge damage early with Lich aggression, you will be behind, I would say. Footy scout sent out. Gonna check out what's going on across the map. There's an opening into the base here, by the way. No wall off. Not a full wall off anyways. I think I like that. To be able to retreat with the Archmage if you really have to. 40. What's the creep route for him? Instantly going for the natural. What? What if the Lich came here to harass? But with the Lich, unlike the DK, you don't really want to harass early so much. You rather want to creep yourself because you only have 2 spells to steal last hits. You only have 2 Novas. Whereas with the DK, you have 3 coils at least. And you will have a 4th coil pretty quickly. It's a fast creep for the Archmage. Is he going to expand or not? Herd Peasants being pulled back. I like that. And seems like a fast expansion will indeed be coming. 1-0 also going to his natural.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, but 40 is going to be in position to harass here right away. He needs 1 Skelly to get the level 2. Taking out the Acolyte here would also be big. These are such important moments in the early game. Every last hit, every bit of experience, every level up, every kill matters. Over on the Archmage, he feels the pain. Tower set up, no expansion yet. That group would also mean level 2. The Skelly! Kill the Skelly! Ah, Fortitude misses the kill opportunity on the skeleton. Oh, and a nice ghoul deny. Footy not quite denied. Oh, and the ghouls make it over towards the natural. 1-0 new. Then expansion 10 would be coming. So both expansions delayed for now, but there we go. Acolyte kill, and that's finally level 2 for the Archmage. Important kill. Slight mistake, I guess you could say, by 1-0. Allowing that Acolyte to fall. Militia trying to clean out the ghouls. Oh, but they've been sent to the wrong position. Fortitude a little tiny bit sloppy. Losing 2 peasants at the expansion. And still expansion far from finished. It was a... Oh, when the footy gets surrounded. Oh, that's an easy kill. And there's not many footies out early. It was a cute idea by Fortitude, trying to creep this camp and then go aggressive, but I think, honestly, this is not the best build. I think you have to prioritize a fast level 3 Archmage. Because now look at this AM. He's stuck on level 2 forever. And 1-0 is very far ahead. Oh, the Nova could be big. Yup. Hits the peasants right away. 40 has to cancel the expansion across the map, and he'll be able to do so. But Lich is gonna get level 3 very soon. That watermelon is giving more experience. It's almost level 3, right? I think it's not quite enough. Ooh! Nice deny. Okay. I think it's like 46 experience or something from Water Elemental level 1. But the Lich gonna get his level up here very soon. Gonna go to the green camp. That will suffice. Power build though by 40. He is gonna have the faster expansion indeed. But the experience on the Archmage is looking a bit worrying. And there we go. Lich now level 3. This is where he starts to become dangerous. The level 2 Nova being very effective against the ghouls early. Footies, of course, I mean. And if the AM had level 3, he could have perhaps tried with another Expo cancel. But he's still a good bit away. Needs 2 ghoul kills to reach level 3.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, sending out the militia to the green camp. I don't think they can creep the whole camp though, can they? Tech for 1-0 should be starting soon. He's got all the acolytes. And with the Nova level 2. With the Nova level 2, he's got just amazing kill threat against all these footies. Oh, the militia actually cleared the whole camp. That's pretty cool. With just 4 militia. But it's too late. There's not enough time for the cancel. Wait, or is there? Perhaps there is. Couple of footies gonna go down though. There's also more experience for the Lich, of course. Nova again. Ghoul's a bit inactive. Oh, and seems like he's gonna hit the timing here. This might cost him the TP in the end. It certainly will. Oh, he got the kill. I don't think it was even cancelled. Big move by 40. That's of course the new Haunted Gold Mine taking longer to finish. And Fortitude having a shop up already. Is healing up right away. Tech has started on both sides. Huge delay. Absolutely huge moment. I think it was a mistake by 1-0 though to not put more damage on the Archmage. I feel like there should be at least a few ghouls attacking the AM. Along with the Lich probably. 40 back in the game. Alright, excellent. He did this yesterday already. One more Whisper X-Lord and I'm gonna delete you. And Lich is still not too close to level 4. Nowadays, of course, the Dark Ritual level 2 is a lot weaker. Which was the right thing to do, because Dark Ritual level 2 used to be crazy. Oh, 2 ghouls going down here. Boy, 40 gets another cancel. Oh my god. 40! Has very few footies only, though. 3 footies back at home, ready to get repaired soon. I mean, healed soon. And 1-0 is pretty broke. Having no expansion for a long, long time. Shredder for 40. It's gonna have all the lumber in the world. Another Haunted Gold Mine. It's certainly gonna finish. At long last. And I criticized the expansion timing here by 40 a bit, but of course the great thing is when you have the expansion up and you can just quickly heal, you can always go for an attack fast to the other natural. And that's where he was able to get the cancel then. A lot of gold for 40 already. I like 40's position here. In the past, sometimes we saw 40 go triple barracks for mass knights against the fiends that would be coming. Oh my god, Archmage almost getting surrounded. Dude, if he gets surrounded there, he's dead. But look at the balls on 40. He wants that ghoul kill, but can't get it. One is even going for a tower. And 40, of course, rushing tier 3. MK is coming. And should be at least double barracks. Maybe even triple barracks. A lot of towers. Of course, he's got the lumber to afford it. Keep Jack opportunity though now for 1-2-0. Didn't get the boots yet, by the way. Nova right here. Ooh, another nice deny. 40 has been really on point with the denies recently. In the early game, those rings that he found weren't so good, but now in the mid game and late game, they're going to be really good on MK and Pally. With this strat, though, the human takes a bit longer to come online. Oh, here's a triple barracks, by the way. I like it. Triple racks, double workshop. For mass knights and gyros. MK shows up. There could be a couple of easy kills here on the ghouls. With the water elementals. I think he misclicked on the Dark Ritual right there. I think he wanted to eat the ghoul. 40 really not in a bad spot at all. I think he's favored. Tier 3 gonna be done in just a second. Can start the Pally right away.
A player's forces are under attack.
And a couple of knights. Lich going home, picking up the orb. And look how long the level 4 Lich was prevented. Very nice. DK going really deep. Who gets the last hit? Oh, the Lich got it, I think, with a Nova. Yep. But the item to the MK, Sobi Mask. Very nice. Alright, what do we got? Paladin coming and 3 knights at a time. 40 jumping into upkeep right away. He had lots of gold. No reason to wait, really. And gets the orb and the staff as well. The bank is quickly being depleted. I think if 1-0 goes for a push, it's going to be a mistake. I feel like he needs more tech. Banshees or something. There's 4 towers here. Triple racks production. Like, Fortitude should be in the perfect spot to defend here. Even has 1 masonry upgrade. I like it. Couple of peasants falling to the Nova and stuff, but they can easily be replaced. Wants to make sure he's continuing to mine, though. Animal war training coming now as well. The triple racks, this is a new innovation by Fortitude. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do it, but I think it's perfect, in fact. The fiends are the big threat. And of course the Undead can make fiends way before the human, so you need to be ready on tier 3 right away to pump out mass knights. Even if after 2 minutes the third racks is useless, that timing is so important to be ready for, you know. You know, 40 has a good amount of knights already. He's got the TP still to get home. MK has weak levels, but strong items. And scouting as well with the gyros. Pretty cool. Of course, always difficult to assess how many gyros you need. If there's no destroyers, you don't need gyros, but destroyers could be morphed at any time, of course. Let's grow the beast. That's pretty bad. And Fortitude getting attacked back at home. He's trying to counterattack with the knights right now. That is going to force 1-0 to fall back, apparently. Can take out the acolytes very quickly. Fortitude certainly can take a fight here, but he can do some damage. Take out the acolytes one by one, and then just TP out. And oh wait, he's gonna get the haunted. Oh wow, he actually has the damage to get the haunted. What a sick attack by 40. Takes out the haunted gold mine and all the acolytes. Brilliant move. And look at the lumber for 1-0. He has no lumber at all. He brought all the ghouls into the attack. Okay, he already started. Okay. He already started the haunted. Alright. That's why he didn't have the lumber. Sick play by 40. Now he's at 72 supply. He's got 2-1 knights already. 2-2 on the way. 2 more knights in queue. But at the moment, there's absolutely no anti-air against the destroyers. Gyros need to be massed right now. That's the one thing 40's forgetting about right now, the gyro production. But the clap Stormbolt's threat against the fiends is immense. And there's not too many destroyers yet. Lich getting caught. He's got the invuln. Can he hold the surround? Maybe. Oh, he's gonna try to hold it. He's gonna try to hold it. Scroll the beast popped on the Undead side as well. The Lich, is he gonna get out? There's one more Stormbolt at the ready. Passing an item, the Healthstone is needed. Lich just barely survives. Or does he? Maybe he doesn't. Lich getting blocked by his own units, goes down. And that must be the game. That must be the 1A for 40. After a shaky start, he still manages to look good here. 40's Undead matchup, again, looking impressive. Once you get to this stage, this amount of supply, this amount of knights and upgrades, they are so strong against the fiends. We've seen Happy recently move more and more away from fiends against human because of the strength of knights. More A-bombs and frenzy ghouls and banshees instead. You can see it. Yeah, you see the damage. My lord. I feel like Undeads really need to start getting armor upgrades, though. Just one armor upgrade would help a lot. Yeah, it was all about the expansion, by the way. The first cancel put 40 in a good position. The second cancel puts him in a... Or the kill, rather, after. Puts him in a winning position. And I think, you know, going for this Frenzy Ghoul timing push like we saw here, I think you can only really do it if you have a good early game. If you have a favored early game. If you don't, the human's going to be too ready, with too many knights, with too many upgrades. If you're ahead, you can win the game easily with a push like that. We've seen that from Happy many times. But if you're not ahead, that doesn't really work. And now Fortitude is in the perfect spot. He's got double level 3 heroes on MK and Pally. He could expand again. In fact, he is expanding again. And always keep scouting with the gyros. Very cool. I think the opening build still wasn't the best. Like, instant expansion into harass. I don't really think that's the best build you can go for. But it worked out in the end, so... No harm, no foul. Oh, Legion Doomhorn. That's a sick item. Even more move speed now on the knights and a little bit of regen. Oh, Shredder. Maybe getting taken out here, but he's done his job. This Shredder edition also was great. There was always endless lumber available. TP home for 120. Supply-wise, we are still very even. But on paper, the knights should be able to out-trade the fiends. However, there's Lich level 5. Lich level 5 could be the difference maker in the end. 40 needs heal scrolls. How many does he have? 0. He needs to get a lot more heal scrolls against the Frost Nova.
A player's forces are under attack.
Should also put one ring of protection on the Pally. Ideally.
A town is under siege.
Alright, in we go. One destroyer in the air only. The gyro should be able to take that one out pretty easy. TP out though. DK almost level 4. This will be a big level up for the level 2 aura. And we finally have an A-bomb with Disease Cloud. That will be a big help, especially if the human doesn't micro his knights perfectly. The A-bomb will always be able to soak up a lot of damage. I've been wondering this. Wouldn't a Tome of Retraining be worth it? Just to get Frost Armor right now? Of course, Dark Ritual level 2 is also really good. But Frost Armor is so valuable. I think the problem is rather that the Lich didn't get level 3 fast enough and didn't get level 4 fast enough. And for that reason isn't really close to level 6. Look at the Knight's damage. Look at the nice damage against the Holy Goldmine, dude. Coil Nova heavy damage on the AM. He's got a heal scroll though still. Waiting for the silence to be over. And there we go. Boom. Haunted. Sniped. And maybe the Undeads need to start walling off there on the Goldmine. These knights do so much damage, dude. Wait, didn't he have the third attack upgrade queued earlier? Maybe cancelled it. Cannon towers, by the way. Pog. He got frag shards just for the cannon towers. That's kind of swag. Yeah, it's so hard to properly micro against the knights. You can see the Fiend struggling. Yeah, I think you want to get level 6 Lich fast with a strong early game, you know? And when you're level 6, don't skill the ult, but rather skill Frost Armor. The A-bombs, though, soaking up indeed a lot of damage, but also healing reduced. The DK surrounded. Ooh. 40 gives up the surround. That could have been a kill on the Death Knight. Mana potion pop, more storm bolts flying. 1-0 kiting backwards. Of course, the disease cloud now working in the Undead's favor. Coil not used on the Lich, a bit dangerous, but he's got the invuln still. And the MK is running out of mana. When the MK is dry, things are easier to fight, of course. TP out now. One more Knight falls, but so does an A-bomb, and 1-0 gives it up. GG. Well played by 40. Really good mid-game and late game. Again, I think the early game build wasn't the very best, but still super strong, solid play. 40, again, proving to be very strong in this matchup. Well done. Well done. 1-0 for the human player. Yeah, things have changed in this matchup. Things have changed much in favor of the humans. That is not to say that they are now indeed favored. I think it's too early to tell, but things are certainly looking much better than they used to in the past. Especially with the expansion timing. With the Haunted Goldmine nowadays being so much easier to cancel, that seems to be the new Achilles heel for the Undeads. Map number 2 is going to be the counter pick for 1-0. He's choosing Last Refuge. I wonder if he's going to try to forego the expansion here. On LR, you can play an aggressive Lich pretty effectively. Because you're so close to the human natural. Again, though, I feel like that's a bit of a risk. But Fortitude certainly coming out swinging. Now, as crazy as this sounds, I feel like Fortitude may have the best chance here to make it through if he dodges Lyn. Honestly, I think Lyn is almost unbeatable by any human in the world right now. If we'll see about that later, it's going to be a question for perhaps the lower bracket, but let's stick with this game for now. Fortitude, up 1-0. Of course, recently he was also able to take maps and series off of Happy, which was very impressive. So, let's see what we get here. Map number 2. Last Refuge. On this map, both players can expand easily if they are left alone. So Wanderer is going to be the player here to make a decision early. Whether he wants to go 2-base, or if he's going to be aggressive. Especially Happy on specifically this map has been playing very aggressive lately. Whereas Happy, I would say most of the time, plays counter expansion. Here we've seen him play very aggressive and try to prevent expansion play altogether. Let's see what 1-0 decides for. The Acolyte movement might tell us quite a bit. Going for the Merc Camp creep first would probably be too risky. If you get harassed there by an aggressive Lich, the game's basically over. So I guess that's a little bit too bold of a creep route to go for early. Plus, of course, ideally want to scout with the first footy, so you can't do the pull. Alright, conventional creep route this time by 40. Not going for the insta expansion. Footy. Thinking about pulling the creeps. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Is this painful? He slowed the Lich. Okay. Oh, no way. Is the Muddy Golem gonna keep standing here? No. Okay, he moves away. That would have been kind of sick. Oh, look at the AM. Picks up the item. He's the one to be aggressive. The mad lad. Both with the circlet, very helpful. Wait, what? AM running back. Maybe yes, maybe no. Trying to keep... I was trying to keep 1-0 in the dark and trigger him to start the creep camp. Oh. Ziggurat got cancelled right away. By the creeps? The creeps cancelled the Ziggurat? That'd be weird. Oh, Nova on the AM. But also, footies on the Lich. Both first heroes under fire right away. Acolyte goes down. Not an easy start for 1-0 right here. Neither player level 2 yet, but seems like 1-0 should get it in just a second. Valuable experience. Oh! The Ogre Magi claims the experience for himself. Now the Lich needs to heal, and we're teching on both sides. Alright. Oh! Good deny. Sick denies by both, honestly. We've been seeing lots of denies on both sides. One footy goes down to the creeps as well. Healing advantage is on the Lich, because the human early on doesn't have a shop normally. But I think he should get one. Oh, that's going to cost him the TP maybe. Oh, good deny with the ritual, ritual dagger. Great denies on both sides, gotta say. What about the Ellie? Oh, stops walking. Deny again. God damn! Surround opportunity against the footman. Doesn't quite close it out. Oh, the Archmage dude. Flirting with danger. My man. Shop is coming now.
Players' forces are under attack.
And finally, the Lich will be getting level 2. That took some doing. Let's see if the footy is going to get lucky tonight. Nope. Needs to keep swiping. Tier 2 done pretty quickly though. It's going to be a fast MK. And could just be 1-base inner fire rifles. I've seen some humans recently try with the Tier 2 expansion. I'm not a fan of Tier 2 Expo. I feel like that is just begging to be pushed by Tier 3 Undead. Nice for this guy here still. Figuring out where the Lich is. Trying to figure out where it's safe to go and where not. Archmage is certainly falling behind in experience though. And that's a concern. High level Lich in the late game is a big threat. And that is level 3 against level 1. Ooh, that's kind of crazy. Problem here for Fortitude is there's basically no easy camps to go for. Trying to wait for the MK. Where's the MK? He's taking forever. Now he's finally out. The first rifle's already dead. That is not a good start on tier 2. I think 40 was hoping to kill more in the first aggressive maneuver and get level 2. But all that experience was denied. Oh, one of there has vision with a sentry during nighttime right here. Oh, Stormbolt. Oh, just barely got the experience. Lich almost stole it. Almost. Here comes the DK with some valuable coils. Oh, experience stolen again. Undead here certainly seems to be in the lead. He's far ahead in experience. Very far ahead. And he killed the first rifle. Tier 3 also far ahead here for the Undead. Priest micro needs to be on point. Priest. Oof. Just barely. Stormbolt ready. Going for the Lich. Trying to surround him. Oh. Almost had him, dude. That would have been a kill. The coil wouldn't have been enough for the save. 40 trying to go for the big plays. That rifle being saved is very important. And more rifles coming. I am a big fan of inner fire rifles, as you guys may know. TeD has made fun of me in the past for my affinity for inner fire rifles. If Fortitude wins this one, we'll see who laughs then. Oh, man, he's getting all the assets though. You see it here. Undead is getting all the assets, dude. Experience is looking rough. Very rough on 40. Got both consumables, which are good. The sentries here for Undead are also wonderful to have. And now we got the orb ready. Frenzy is on the way. Oh, this could be a quick game. This will not be an easy push to hold. Maybe 40 should just TP out right now. He should know Frenzy is coming. He's so low level. He's got level 2 and 1 only. This is not a good timing for him. Not in the slightest. 2 rifles dead already. Now the militia are coming in, but it might be a bit too late. Oh, Stormbolt though. Alright. Mana potion popped. The destroyer for him wasn't ready. The Destroyer of the Beast is actually helping out quite a bit. Oh, 40! Trying to turn it around. Stormbolt flies again, trying to go for the Fiend once more. Not targeting the easier to kill ghouls, apparently. That Fiend goes down as well. Denied, though. Another kill as well. Now we got the Aura. Lich is level 4. He's almost surrounded! What? No way! Invul transfer. Lich survives. No Stormbolt anymore. No, there is in a second, though. Level up on the MK. If the Lich falls, 40 is going to have a big lead. How did he win this fight? Or did he win the fight? I don't know. He has a Dark Ranger, though. That's, of course, a big addition. Nova on the AM. A didn't TP. Oh, 40. Also not macroing. 1,000 gold there on 40 for a second. Partly great plays by 40. Partly a bit overwhelmed. Still so much gold for 40. Brother. Start the Paladin. Another Nova is ready. Finally the Paladin gets started.
A player's forces are under attack.
Forty with a couple of rough maneuvers. He's still alive, but if we look with the Undead heroes, it's starting to look quite scary. Lich already level 4, DK 2.5. It's gonna be a weird position to creep jack because of all the end snares and stuff. If 40 calls the boys, it might be a good fight for him. But he doesn't have many militia left. And he was laid with the pally. He was laid with the pally. Where is the paladin? Oh, staff saves the rifle. And finally we got a paladin.
A player's forces are under attack.
Super late. But at least he's finally here. That Stoneball and the Fiend. No, wait, that was a boulder. I was about to say it was a bit weird. Nobody the Archmage. Lots of damage. Has to TP this time. Or maybe not. Okay. Olay was ready this time. Lose the Archmage again. Too many mistakes by 40 here on map 2. Enormous lead now for 1-0. Can take this item, can creep the red, can expand at the red. The Windblazer is actually pretty nice. Nova steals the last hits. That's a level 3. The hero levels are just a joke. Fortitude never got to level 3. This whole game. And that's gonna be GG. 1-0. Ties it up. Interesting attempt by 40. Trying to go so aggressive and trying to prevent the expansion on the Undead side. I can kind of understand it. Honestly, I feel like in 1-base, if you have good micro, human does decently against Undead. But you need levels for this. And maybe Last Refuge there, not the best map. Because as you saw, when the Archmage has to fall back on level 1 only, there's basically no safe camps you can creep. On other maps, maybe like Tidehunters or something, I think this would work out much better. But yeah, this is a big downside of that strat. If the early game doesn't go very well for you, you're just gonna get bullied by the Lich. So I think just trying to expand would have been the better attempt. But that's good for us. We're going to a third map. And the decider will be Northern Isles. I once saw a super sick build here by 40. But for some reason he stopped doing it. I feel like he discovered the perfect build on Northern Isles. Which looked amazing. With which he also beat Happy. And then he stopped playing it. Unless he's back to playing it. We'll see. I am quite curious how this series is going to progress. We hop in to map number 3. And I don't like seeing this. I don't like seeing this. The build I was referring to was Tuskar camp first, then aggression, slow down the Undead's expansion, and then, after a little while, send the militia to your natural and expand yourself. This means that early on, you have the level 2 versus level 1 advantage. You can also stop the Undead expansion for a decent amount of time. And then you can expand yourself, ending up with a faster expansion and a faster level 3 normally than the Undead. It looked so cool when I saw it by 40. But he's not doing it anymore. Which seems like a mistake. But we'll see what the build looks like. Should be Lich versus Archmage first here, certainly. After this map, of course, coming up we have Happy versus Lynn, which is gonna be sick. I feel like expansion cancels have become a huge deal in this matchup. Undead normally can't really cancel the expansion, but they can kill a lot of peasants, which also equates to a lot of economic damage. But if the human has the right read and the right timing, they can try to in fact get the cancel. Ooh, Mental Purged. 40. What are you doing, mate? That's not supposed to happen.
Town is under siege.
Archmage starting off with the ring. Oh, he's trying to be aggressive? It looks like 40 again is going to forego the expansion and rather play aggressive, trying to force a one-base game. At least this time, he's going to have level 2. Does he have the timing down for this? Like, if you go for this build, don't you have to play with more militia at the first camp? Look how late he is. Wait, what? Okay. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. He's not going to be aggressive. 40 is going to be expanding himself. But compare this build to what I suggested. 40 could have crept this camp first, gotten level 2, run across the map, bullied the Lich away from this camp, and then expand and be the faster player to expand. To be fair though, maybe there's an adjustment the Undead can make that I'm not aware of, for which reason 40 feels like this is not the best build anymore. Perhaps that is also the case. Oh, Archmage has found some rough items here, dude. Crystal Ball, Ring, and Cloak. To be fair, the Cloak can actually help against the Lich when you're getting hunted down. But he sells it. Lich goes for the Telestaff, not boots. It's kind of unusual. Oh, good block. And the ghouls were left behind. So the Lich aggression here is unlikely to do too much. Kills one peasant, but that's not the end of the world. But seems like the Undead expansion is going to be finishing fast this time. Ah, okay. That's why he's got the staff. He's trying to distract here as much as he can. Staff back, having bought time. Now we can heal. And got the level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, so both players finishing the expansion at around the same... Whoa. Look at the tech timing for 40. What? Super fast tech. That's where the low militia call at the first camp helped. That's a crazy fast tech, dude. What? Before 5 minutes. With an expo. Oh, the sentry wards here are amazing. He also wants to get... What? Attack the creeps by accident. 40. What are you doing, bro? And now he runs into the Lich. Oh, 40? What? Oh, dude. And now he's half HP. And this makes fighting so much harder with the Archmage. Oh, and all the footy stacked up for the Nova. Oh, 40. 40 playing partly amazing today, but making partly a couple of very unnecessary mistakes. No arcane in the main base, by the way. That one's open for business. Can't believe he just attacked the creeps. That must have been a misclick. It's a pretty even game. The early game on map 1 was certainly better for 40 with getting the cancel. Oh, he's actually gonna creep this camp. Cheeky bugger. He's feeling safe with a sentry. Oh, but maybe he shouldn't be feeling so safe. Oh, 1-0 is coming. Big item though, gonna go to 40 to make cost of the TP. Scourge Bone Champ's gonna be sick for the Knights later. And I'm pretty damn sure it's gonna be Knights. That's a lot of footies going down. Almost all of them. Now 40's gonna be very limited in what he can do. Maybe you should buy like a Zeppelin and a Shredder. Start harassing the Acolytes or something.
player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 coming. MK on the way. Oh, lumber mill is very late. But 40 is not really struggling with lumber just yet. Archmage getting blocked. A bit scary here. Lich close to level 4. Seems like he'll get that very soon.
A player's forces are under attack.
Second barracks. Third barracks. Alright. And still so much lumber for 40. Dude, he's been managing his lumber amazingly. The tech was super fast. There's still plenty of lumber to use. Blacksmith a bit late, so the gyros, or rather workshops, are a bit late, but not the end of the world. Macro's looking pretty good for 40. And finally, he's got the MK, and with that, finally some aggressive tool at his disposal. Oh, trying for the surround. No. Still forces the staff, though. And finally, level 4 for the Lich. But the camp doesn't go to the DK, so he's not going to have a jump start to level 2 right away. And now here come the workshops. Yeah, triple racks, double workshop. I think this is the way to go nowadays. Okay, now the lumber is indeed very low. But he had enough to get most of the stuff that he needed. Big creep jack. This should mean that 120 gets the big item from the warlord. And 40 wasn't really able to get any kills here in this mid game. Oh, Stormbolt gets the mana. The Healthstone may need it right away. Is he gonna pop it? Yeah. 120 basically hasn't been losing any fiends or ghouls. So this is certainly a pretty good position for 120. Who's got lots of gold, by the way. Still banking a little bit. Only 2 towers at the expansion, by the way.
A player's forces are under attack.
How long is 40 gonna break? Gonna bank, I mean. He's waiting for the paladin. Desperately. He needs some holy light. As soon as possible. Doesn't want to lose the AM again. Nice play by 120. Realizing his strength right now. Okay. Gonna go down. Stormbolt a bit too late. At long last, the paladin is here. But again, we have a big, really big experience lead on 120. The knights can possibly make up for that. They will work out very well against the fiends normally. Once there has supply lead. Oh, and he's going back to re-aggress. Item goes to Fortitude. 12 plus 9. Let's get some good damage. Of course, levels are lacking. MK's back though. DK perhaps in trouble, but he's got a ton of potions. Stormbolt on the Lich. Kind of surprisingly. What you want to do here is split the knights. 2 knights on every fiend. Or the fiends that are in front anyways. You can see here, 1 quick kill going to him. Again, the lack of frost armor is apparent. As good as level 2 Dark Ritual is, I gotta say, I think you gotta go Frost Armor nowadays. Frost Armor is just too needed. First Knight goes down. Stormbolt on the Dark Ranger. Stormbolt targeting also I feel like could be better. Next Knight in trouble, and there's no staff yet. Fortitude didn't have the time yet to get to the shop to buy the staff. Honestly, he could have bought one, actually, before the Paladin was out. looks like 40 is losing a lot of knights here. Level 4 Archmage, that's a good level up. 2 water elements now on the ground. I wonder if this is going to trigger some destroyers. Supply-wise, 40 is in the lead, actually. Somehow. And he's going to take out another fiend. The 2-1 knights. Very effective. Oh, this one not in the group.
A player's forces are
But the whole knight saves him. MK level 2. Gonna go clap again. And Pally level 2. Does not go Divine Shield, so he's gonna have to trust good positioning. But DK gonna get level 3 right here. Dark Ranger about to be 2. And the Lich pretty close to 4. This is still a very even game. A-bombs again a bit late, I feel like. Especially since 1-0 is skipping destroyers for the longest time. I feel like he should be going A-bombs way faster. Having early Disease Cloud is really valuable. Archmage got a staff. But no orb yet. Oh, Telestaff on the ground here. Okay. You could put that, yeah, on the Pally or MK. If one of them has to be staffed out, you know, and then after he healed, he can staff back in, maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Scourge Bone Chimes, by the way. So nice for these knights, of course. The 1-0 now, going for a big attack into the main base. This is going to be costly for Fortitude. He's going to lose plenty of peasants right here. And lose mining time for a good while. But he's getting something in return. He's getting a lot of experience on his heroes. Double level 3. Oh my god, that's huge. And Legion Doomhorn. That was amazing level ups. Or upgrades, I guess. He's considering where he wants to TP to. Best TP, I think, will be here. There goes the TP. Silence, though, on everything. It's a bit scary. Foilite now on cooldown, but 1-0 doesn't want to take the fight. He's going to TP out. That was a great trade for 1-0. He lost only a single fiend there in the end. Even the knight went down. And now 1-0 all of a sudden with a supply lead. But 40 can still produce more, and he's got now very good hero levels. 2-2 upgrades on the knights, where the fiends have 2-0 only. It's an armor upgrade coming, right? Finally a fiend armor upgrade, very important. Would love to have a second staff here. Both illusions on the A-bomb. And the Lich got level 5, by the way. Would love to see more real A-bombs as well. Oh, there's a second one coming. And the third attack upgrade for the fiends. Gyros scouting things out. Fortitude's 10 supply behind. Engaging into this position might be difficult. The knights here may not have the best surface area, but in we go. MK leading the charge as always. A lot of damage on the fiends. The A-bombs aren't blocking perfectly. One knight gonna go down. Staff was ready. Didn't use it. Staff play could have been a bit better. This knight though was saved. MK Clap, by the way, is doing wonderful work. Love the choice here of Clap over Stormbolt. Oh, Lich as well. In trouble all of a sudden. The knight damage starting to stack up. Once the rest kite back. Once we get level 4 for the improved aura. And now he's got it. Both players seemingly finding lots of kills. What's the supply saying? Supply lead on the Undead side. Oh, big webs! All the gyros caught. One more clap comes in. That was the last clap though. Archmage trying to hunt for kills here. So a lot of kills here up for grabs. One more fiend goes down. TP out by 1-0. The dust settles and the supply is in the Undead's favor. But not by that much. 1-0 getting ready for a third base. Should certainly start it. He's got the resources easily. No orb of fire, by the way. Seems like that's a bit of an oversight. But Fortitude, ever since he was getting hit in the main, seems to have been struggling a bit with resources. It's a tight game still. Gyros scouting the bottom right, making sure there's no third base. And indeed there isn't. Heavily upgraded Fiends and Destroyers. 3-1 on the Undead side. 5-4-3 hero levels. 4-3-3 on the other side. How many gyros do we have? The gyro count here is incredibly important. It's not that many. One destroyer goes down. Big experience for the for the human, of course. And get with the mana potion. You drop the pendant. I like that. DK in the front line. The trouble right away has to use the TP before the Stormbolt. And the night damage really starting to become noticeable. 2 statues caught as well. Both blocked in. The Destroyer of Morph won't happen, and oh! It might be turning around. This game might be turning around. Fortitude all of a sudden in the driver's seat. MK level 4, that's a huge level up for him. Pally close to level 5. And again, it seems like Fiends are perhaps not the way anymore in the late game against the humans nowadays. No attempt at Banshees at all, by the way. But now rather we have a second Slaughterhouse for more A-bombs, maybe. You can feel the confidence starting to surge within 40. Sign from the Paladin, but there are 2 staffs to save the Knights regardless. Destroyer taken out again. Now there's no Destroyers in the air anymore. Lich. So you're going to try to go for the surround here. That might not be the best call. A-bomb again, ready in the front line. Spreading the disease cloud, that's a big deal. Lich sort of stuck over here, but still has the invuln. But still getting trapped in, still taking lots of damage. Heal scroll committed as well. Lack of orb of fire is apparent now. But the MK out of mana. This might be a good time to TP out for 40. What, he wants Lich kill. He wants the Lich kill. And he's still stuck. He had those units in hold position. Oh, the lag. No. Don't lag, please. 40. Is he overextending here? He might be. The Lich is not falling. The coil is not being reduced in healing because of no orb of fire. But the night damage is still immense. Oh, MK about to go down, trying to transfer the TP. Staff. Dodged the coil mid-air. And the Lich now, he's in trouble himself. The coil was in cooldown. And he does get the kill in the end. Calls for the GG in 40 in a hell of a performance. That was not the easiest early game for him. It was kind of a close game for the longest time. Where map 1, the early game was clearly in favor of 40. Map 2 was in favor of 1-0. Map 3 pretty even. And it was an even game throughout large parts. And 40 brings it home, takes it home, moves on into the upper bracket final.